Hi. Hey guys, I'm Eileen,
I'm Andrea.
and I am actually a grad student. I'm in Valparaiso, Indiana, and I have lamellar ichthyosis, and this is my first workout class with Andrea.
Woo! And I'm Andrea. I'm a dermatology resident, and I'm also a barre fitness instructor. So we're here today to do a barre workout class adapted for ichthyosis. So if you don't know what barre is, it is a low impact, high intensity workout that's inspired by ballet and Pilates, but it's really its own unique type of workout. And I love it because it really helps you to get both strength and flexibility. And it's not hard on your joints like something that is more cardio based, and it's really fun. It really goes with the beat of the music, and it's a full body workout, and we'll make sure to show how you can adapt this for ichthyosis. Obviously, everybody has different skin, joints, anything else. So of course, take into consideration what works best for you, but we'll just give some kind of general guidelines, especially with Eileen's experience.
Yeah, usually I know like with high intense workouts, it can be hard, especially like not being able to sweat and like overheating. But with this type of class, I'm excited to try it since it's like more like not as intense, but it's so important to remember, to still hydrate before and still moisturize before. I know I moisturized a little bit before, so I had some time for my skin to get moisturized rather than doing right the second before. Like it's hard, otherwise when holding weights, it might get a little slippery. So make sure you do that before ahead of time.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is depending on the type of studio we're going to. So our studio is great because it has like a cushioned floor, but if you don't have that, you could consider bringing an extra mat or an extra thick mat. We have some extra mini mats over there, so you can use those under your knees or hands. And then if you're someone who has a lot of affected skin on the hands, but maybe less so on the wrists, you could consider wrist weights instead of hand weights, versus maybe if you're wrists are more effective than your hands, you could do the other way around, vice versa, or no weights at all. You can still get a great effective workout. And if you're doing like a plank, you can do this on your forearms or your hands or even at the bar, just depending on how your skin and joints feel.
Yeah, so I'm excited to try this and can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah, and you can also try to make sure you know what the studio temperature will be ahead of time, maybe wear layers. And if you live somewhere hot, maybe consider bringing a wet towel with you, or maybe even having a little mini fan there. Or if the studio has a fan, you can ask the instructor if you can be by the fan. And the instructors will always be willing to help you with any sort of modifications or limitations. So just make sure to check in with them before class. Obviously, not everyone will know what ichthyosis is, but you can tell them specifically what parts of your body you have pain or stiffness or limitations in, and they should be able to help you with modifications as well. So let's go ahead and get started with class. For this class, you will need recommended is a light and heavy set of weights and then a ball, but you can use a pillow as well or no weights. It's really up to you and what you've got available. Obviously, we have a bar, which is the definition of the class, but a lot of this can be done without the bar or even if you have a sturdy countertop at home. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll just come out in the center of the space. Starting with a little warm up here, bring your right foot back, arms reach forward. Just start to pull your knee to your chest. Elbows come back as your knee comes forward. Starting to activate through the whole body here, connecting your breath to movement. Maybe setting an intention for things such as feeling stronger, more flexible, or more relaxed. Over to a few more things. Relax. Left two, left one, both feet together. Left back, hands over front. One in, arms goes back. Plug in, and in. Squeezing your upper back, and you pull your elbows back behind you. Nice work. So much louder, great work. All right, step your feet back, step your arms overhead, and then pull forward. Step your feet back into a high plank position here. We'll just start with folding. So as we mentioned, you can come down to your forearm, or you can come down to your knees, or both. You can take this as a bar. You can use extra mat if you'd like as well. So just come into the plank position that feels best for you today. And you want to make sure that your hands are stacked right underneath your shoulders.
And everything is a nice long line from your head, down your spine, all the way down your leg. We want to avoid arching your back. Nice, very good. Keep holding it here. Feel it out. And then drop down towards your arm. You'll come to a side. So your right arm will come across your center. Your feet will stop. Left arm, reach into the ceiling. Bottom knee here. Try to drop that bottom knee. Alternative side to your feet. So drop the bottom knee like a little kickstand. You can drop both knees and hold it here. Really making sure the side is engaged and your shoulders are stacked over each other rather than rounding forward or back. And left foot side. Left arm comes across, right arm up. Next word. Warm up to our core. Now come back to the center. Try to keep your knees lifted as you drop up to a straight arm plank. Fingers pointing slightly. Shift your weight forward. Start to lower it down. Vertically, drop up. Vertically, coming into a little push up series. Wire it up to the back muscle. The challenge is to keep the on the toes. You can always drop down to your knees. Bring your heels in towards your feet. Making sure you stay in a nice long plank line. So hips are tucked under, head is straight forward, spine is long. Now hold at the top, with your palms to face forward. This time your elbows are going to go straight back behind you. Firing up through the triceps a bit. Nice work. Let's try to keep your hips under. Yeah, there you go. Look at the side here. Nice straight line, front of your shoulders. Beautiful. Now hold it, let's just take a tiny pulse. So a pulse is just about an inch or two of movement. Imagine a paperclip. Find a point where you feel balanced and then stay there. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. Think back when you have those arms are long. Take those back on your feet. And then we can go on up. Option to grab towards a set of weights. To start out here, we will use a heavier set of weights for bicep curls. So we're using front pump weights, but whatever works for you for event challenge. So you'll be facing forward, arms go long out in front of you in a slight diagonal with your palms facing in. We'll start to curl your arms in and out. Nice work, in and out. So some things to be aware of here. Your elbows should be floating slightly away from your body. You want to avoid resting it on yourself because that takes a little bit of the work out of your arms. And then also try to avoid momentum, like just swing your weights around. It doesn't really use much muscle. It's really just using gravity momentum. Sometimes moving slower is harder than moving fast. And we can make it a little faster. So extend and then extend straight and then nice. Now hold it in the middle at 90 degrees. Just take an isometric hold here, contracting through the biceps. Now flip your palms to face the ceiling. We'll make those curls again. So this time something is the angle of the bicep. It has 2 parts to the muscle. Is how it's made biceps. So in this way, we're strengthening it in both directions. So if you try to really extend your arms straight at the bottom, then yeah, there you go. You're going to get a great job putting your arms a little bit away from your body. Now hold it halfway. I extended pull really focus on contracting the bicep. And release. Nice. So as we shift your shoulders, if you'd like to take a slightly lower set of weights, you can do that. Or significantly not, you can take a challenge, you can always drop them too. So lift your arms up to the goalpost, so 90-degree position, palms face forward. Make sure that you're not arching your back here, so you're forward engaged. So press it up and pull back down. When you pull back down, elbows are in line with your shoulders. So call the goalpost because you're almost like a little field goal. Nice work. Rolling strength to the shoulders here. Keep breathing. Your shoulders stay down away from your fingers. Keep going. There you go, relax. Really easy once you start working hard with our shoulders, creep up towards your ears, but really try to keep them down. Now hold it here to take a tiny pulse, and pulse, lift, and lift. Again, intricate movement, really feeling that challenge. Yeah, me too. Nice, now hold it here. Maybe rise onto your tippy toes for a little bit of a balance challenge for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release. I'm going to switch to lighter side away because that was really hard. But you don't keep it down, so it's great. You can always do this without weights. Now we're going to get into our triceps. We'll start by bringing our weights together and then extend them straight up overhead. Bend your arms behind you. So your elbows straight to your ears. So really squeeze your arms in right towards you. And then extend your arms straight and lower. Lift and lower. Really try to keep your elbows straight in front of you. Yeah, kind of squeeze your ears with your elbows. So a little bit more of the challenge is to separate the weight. A little bit easier to cut them together. Okay, now let's build it halfway with the palms and lift. We already got a little bit of tricep work done earlier in our push-up, so I can definitely feel that here. Again, really carefully sure you're not arching your back like this, but keep your tailbone tucked under your core engaged. Nice work. Now hold it here, maybe extend a little bit farther back behind you, lift it up a little bit higher, and release. Shake it out. Nice. Next, we'll come into some upper back work. I'm going to grab my heavier set of weights, but feel free to stick with what you've got if you like. So, soft bend in the knees, pin forward like you're downhill skiing. Alternate sideways, just so you can see. You want to keep your back flat, and then extend your arms straight in front of you under the diagonal. Start to put your elbows back behind you, and reach. Pull, and reach. Nice. So you want to imagine that you're squeezing something. Really important that you can your shoulder blades, like take us to your favorite concert or something. You really want to squeeze back there. Don't let go. Nice. Maybe you cover, looking for those old Chinese lawnmowers where you have to pull it. Kind of a similar motion too. So again, back flat towards the gauge. You have to arch your back, but that lean forward can help you to engage the muscle right. You want to think about your hands going to your hips and your elbows going straight back behind you. Now hold it back with a little squeeze and squeeze. Really squeeze that imaginary item. Bring up to the upper back. Now hold the squeeze and release. Great. Coming into muscle work here. Going to be kind of like a base again. This one is something too hard. Bring your arms out into an O in front of you, like you're looking at baseball. Soft bend in the knees. Start to open your arms and close. When you bring your weight in front of you, think about squeezing them together. It's a really small motion, you won't see much because they can't really go any farther. But you should really feel your top muscles fire up. Similar engagement to the push-ups, just a different angle and different movement here. On the next one, hold it here to squeeze the heads of the weights together. Squeeze and squeeze. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Release. Take it out. We'll let the weight down for now and take a level here stretch. So first off, cross your right arm across your chest, put it in the elbow crease of your left hand, and gently pull it over to the left. Keep your gaze over shoulder facing you. Please rest it out, keeping your hands to the left. Bring your heart rate down, pull out of it. Put it out. Right arm goes around the left. Shoulder down, gaze over the left. And come back to center. Interlace your hands behind your back. Hold it up into the chest, shake it out side to side. And then one last stretch to the triceps. Right now, up over hand by the elbow. Bring your left hand around to grab the elbow. Soft hand and knees and then slide them over to the left. Stretching out to the front. Take it out now. Left arm up and over. Bend the arm. Grab onto the right arm and then bend to the right side. All right, now we've loosened up our arm. It's time to move on to the next section, which is going to be focusing on strengthening your legs. So we're going to be heading over to the bar for that, although you can use the countertop, any sort of nice stable surface that is somewhere between like your hip and the shoulder height. So I'll demonstrate in the front, but essentially I'll get out of the way so you all can see everything really great. So for the first one, so this sorry. You're going to grab the ball. So you have your workout ball here. You can use a pillow or you can use a workout ball or something online. It's pretty small, but they're going to give some extra resistance so that you can focus on activating the inner thighs. So you're going to place the ball. You're going to do the inner thighs. And it's just going to give you some resistance. So you can focus on activating the inner thighs. You can use a pillow or find a similar exercise ball online. Bring your feet out over the heart and parallel, left hand comes here, and then your right hand is onto the bar, elbows are pretty far away. Try to go high on your tippy toes, and then bend your knees, sinking down as far as you can until you start to feel the top of your thighs, finding a balance. Make sure your hips stay tucked under so your back is flat and towards the knee. With the start to squeeze on the wall, in, release, release, release. Nice. So focusing on the inner thighs here. Nice work. You calm yourself, get your heels a little higher. Nice work there. And you can see in the mirror that you can your shoulders back over the hips, your back is nice and flat. You keep your gaze lower just so you don't lean forward too much. There you go. So our next piece is going to be holding the feet on the wall. So take it down for two, up for two. So imagine that you're sliding up and down a wall, something flat, your back seems flat, you're not moving forward or back. Really just using the strength of your legs to lift and lower yourself. And hold this next one down, little combo here. One squeeze the ball. One pulse lower, one squeeze, one pulse. That pulse is just an inch or two of movement. Imagine the size of a paper clip. You're just moving about that much distance from a place that feels challenging. So you want to think about moving up, left, and left, staying with your legs bent. And if you start shaking in your legs, that is not bad. It means that you're challenging your muscles and building strength. We'll take it a little faster. One speed, one pulse, one speed, one pulse. Word. Together. Okay, we'll hold it here, just pulse it out to finish. Maybe come a little higher on your tippy toes. You can also take a balance challenge. Maybe try lifting one arm up overhead or both if you're really feeling steady. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. Shake it out. And then set the ball to the side. No more movement for the rest of our thigh section. Our next one, we will stay facing this way so you can see what we're doing. So you're going to bring your heels together. Actually, you'll see other toes apart in like a little pizza pie shape. Like if you're standing on a clock at 10 to a clock, not a very big beat, like if you're used to ballet. Drive them on your tippy toes and then stick your heels back together so that they're touching. Bend your knees like before so that you're coming down to a place you feel challenging your legs. And then again, hips are tucked under, towards the gauge, back is nice and flat. Start with a press back of the knees. Press back, release, little press, release. So this move is activating through our outer thigh, outer muscles. For an extra challenge, if you have like a workout resistance band, you can place it around your thighs and make sure to go above the knees, not directly on the joint. And that can also just add some more resistance too. And if you, do want to use one, I would recommend one that's with wash down with elastic because that's less friction, especially if you, are wearing shorts or something. That can be really painful to elastic. Thanks for. Now hold your legs pressed out so that they take down an inch, up an inch, a little lower, little lift. I'm definitely feeling this exercise in my legs. So the challenge with all of these moves in bar, as we said, low impact, high intensity. So you're not making big moves, you're not jumping, but you really want to find that zone where you feel challenged. So I'm staying low, I'm not letting my legs straight. And they're a little shaky, but you're really finding that challenge for yourself. And that looks different for everybody, but really find how it feels for you. You'll take a little faster, a little pulse, and pulse. You can always have your balance here too, maybe just float that hand off the bar. Make sure you're not leaning too much weight on it, it's really just there for support. Let me walk you through the video, we're so the same. I also really like that bar moves too easy. It's kind of like a dance, but no dance choreography. We'll add a little combo here, one press, and then use one pulse. One press, one pulse. I'm kind of through that, so definitely keep breathing. Send back to people those muscles. Just one change left here. We'll take a nice comfortable finish. So sink down where you feel challenged. No more movement, just hold it here, maybe take that balance challenge. Feel a little higher, sink a little lower. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it all out. One last section for our legs here. You don't really need a bar for this, but if you feel unstable at all, definitely recommend it. So you can come towards the bar and keep one hand on it. I'll just go out here so that it's see us both. Bring your heels out wider than your hips. And then your heels are in, toes are out, similar to the last move. At about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, hands come to your hips, bend your knees, try to get your thighs parallel to the floor, as much as you can. And then, as before, shoulders over your hips, back and straight. Nice work. Avoid leaning forward or back. Just take it down. For 2, lift. For 2, lower. And lift. So you're not coming up too fully down. Your legs are staying bent and you're staying low. Moving slow and with control. This is your last section of left work, so don't worry, you're going to take a nice big stretch out of it, and it'll feel really great. Yes, you are getting stronger by the second. Hold it low. Pulse, hold. Pulse, hold. On that hold, really stay deep into your most challenging depth here. Try to avoid lifting up. Nice. Now we're going to add on the lift of the right heel to that pulse. Pulse it down. You have to look at the right heel lower. Keep that pulse. Now, think a little bit lower, come up a little bit less. Nice. You might want to grab onto a little bit of support. Both wheels lift. And we'll take it to a pulse to finish. If that's too much, you can always bring both heels down. That feels more stable. Definitely, we'll still get a great workout. That's just a little balance challenge. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take out your legs and then come into a stretch of the legs. So walk out into a pretty hot space. Set your left foot forward and your right foot back. Both legs are straight. Simply knees forward over that left leg. Breathe through your nose, your toes. Deep breath in and out. Turn oxygen to your muscles. Take out your cut and your mouth. Taking your body to all that kind of breathing instead. Take a slow breath and breathe to the back leg. And then come down to the bottom. So you're going to step your right leg back behind you. And you come down to the floor. Left foot is in front of you. On the side on foot. There's a way where you're going to stop side to side. it will feel good to come down to the floor. But that will depend on how the way it is. While we hands back up, bring them up to your knee. Pass down to the middle of our forward, stepping out to your back. Swap it up here. And then one hand down, right arm, bring it outside of the floor. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. And if you feel ready for it, you can go ahead and grab for, I'll just go to the side so you can see. Take your left hand and grab your right foot, so opposite hand and foot. And then grab on your toes or foot, just gently pull it in towards your feet, your hip. Just make sure that you are putting pressure on your muscle rather than directly on your knee. This will cause some knee issues, so you don't want to put pressure on your knee. So really, gently pulling your heel towards your hips to start on that body more. If that was too much, you can just leave it on the ground too. And then shift your hips back. But you're over your back knee. Your front left leg is straight. You can move your hips out again or stay like this in this half split. Or if it's looking your back as front out into your full foot stretch. That definitely takes a lot of working up to. I definitely been working on this for a while. So everybody body each side each day is different. But I think barre is something that really helps with flexibility too. So don't feel discouraged if you're not in the split and you're in a class and your neighbor is. Everybody's different. You're still getting a great stretch. So we'll go ahead and switch sides. Right foot comes forward, left foot back. Both legs are straight, pinching forward, reaching your nose to your toes. Something that can help with this too. Not everyone might be able to reach their hands to the floor. So you can bring your hands to your leg or maybe some yoga blocks, a little stool. Just try to keep this back leg straight. So you're really feeling that stretching in the hamstring. And then you can bend and straighten your back leg. Come down to that line. So your left leg is back. Come to the floor. Hands inside the right knee, the right foot. Just wiggle it out a little bit. And then come up. Bring your hands to your knees. Pressing them down. Pulling that stretch into the left quadrant up. Right hand down, left arm reaches over side of the stretch. And then come back to the front, left hand plants down, right arm reaches up to the sky. And if you did it on the other side, go ahead and grab for that opposite or the left at this time with your right hand. Gently pulling it in towards the pelvis. Gently release that leg back and then sit back into a half split. Right leg is straight. Sit out, leg side to side, and then take your phone ready, side out. Okay. And then you can walk yourself out like this into that little last section we did, but we're not doing more work or getting into a stretch again. So put your elbows inside of your knees and just press your knees back with your elbows so you should get a nice inner thigh stretch to counteract that work we did with the ball for the inner thighs. Just like wiggle it out side to side. I really like this stretch, it's one of my favorites. And then bring your hands to the ground or to a box, stool, whatever is accessible. Feet are forward, just sway it out side to side. Grab onto your opposite elbows and shake out your head and neck. And then take a soft bend in your knees and roll on up. One version at a time. All right, how are you feeling so far? Yes, I know, it's nice to break it up. So now we're going to move on to our seat and glute muscles. So we have two major ones, really good for national, which is in the back. That helps you to, when you're walking, running, climbing upstairs. So really important for every day. And if you're doing medium, if you're on the side of your hips, that's really helpful when you're walking and running so that you can stay balanced. So we want to stay strong for daily activities. So we're going to you can either do this on your bar, counter, something like this, pull them forward and you can after that. But we're going to throw it on the floor because when we talked before, I think felt like this would be more comfortable. So that's another option of modifying and tailoring to what feels better to you. And you want to go a little extra maximum fancy. So we're not any of this. But if you want to take an extra challenge, you can add like some ankle weights or something. So you can come onto your hands or your forearms. Okay, great. So this first one here, we're gonna work for the back side of the feet. So hands are underneath your shoulders. We'll start with our right leg. So extend your right leg to your back behind you, and then lift it up towards your hips, keeping your knee and toe pointed towards the floor. And we'll just start to lower to the top, then lift your leg, lower tap, and lift. Okay. So imagine you're shooting energy out that toe. Your leg is nice and long and straight, and your core is engaged, so you're not arching your back. You're really thinking about lifting the leg from your glute muscle rather than using your back. Nice work. So you can keep your gaze down to the floor to avoid straining your back. And then try to keep your hips up under the core engaged. Nice. And when you're straining the leg down, you want to try to just half or cover it rather than fully resting. So you're engaging the muscle the whole time. Think about working as you lower and lower that is. We'll do a few more like this. Last one here. Now hold it at the top, little circles around and around. Start with whatever direction you like. We'll switch it out in a bit, but just a small circle, maybe like the size of a quarter. And then just need to put a marker on your toe and your drum on the wall behind you. So, now we're going to do the direction of your circle. Think about just putting more weight into the right hand towards the working side rather than moving away from it. That'll help you just keep your shoulders and head and everything aligned. And then if you don't too much pressure on your hands, you can always come down to your forearm and go. Or maybe like put your hands on a pillow or your elbows on a pillow. Really focusing on your seat here. So you just kind of need this front arm section to balance out. We'll hold the circle, bend your heel into your seat slowly, then extend slowly. Nice. So getting a little bit of action into the hamstring here. Try to keep the legs lifted, really have to stay behind so you're not dropping it. Nice. Still firing up through that glute muscle. And just slow and controlled. We'll just take two more here. And then hold your heel in towards your seat, just pass it up to the ceiling. Like you're kind of propofol and raise the roof to that foot, yeah. Nice. Yeah, there you go. So lift the leg. There you go. Almost done with this section. We'll hold it up at the end, isometrically. This is the part not just hold it here. Try to press it up a little higher. Deep breath in and dig it out. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do the side of our feet muscle. So that's the leading heel to the top. So you can come onto your left side. Camera, lay down on your forearm or either on your side, like your arm like your cool mermaid, resting on the feet. You're going to come in towards your chest. So if you felt like you're sitting in a chair sideways, now you can create everywhere from your shoulders with the knees, and then from your hips, your knees to your feet. So everything at a 90-degree angle. This top right hand will press into the floor in front of you. Keep your hips and shoulders snapped. Take your toes, and then bring your right knee up towards your hip height. Everything is flat. Your knees in line with your ankle. So start with the leg, lift and lift. Really indicating the movement from the side of your hip muscle. And it's pretty easy at first. You just like laying on the floor, wiggle up, you start to feel it. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself a bit more, you could add ankle weights or maybe back to like the resistance band that we talked about earlier from the outside. But you can definitely challenge yourself without any top as well. So. Now hold the leg extended straight in front of you and bend it in 90 degrees. When you're extending that foot, almost like you're trying to squeeze yourself in the face. Your leg is going to straight. If you have the mirror in front of you, you can see like keeping the bottom of your foot. You're really trying to keep this knee back over the bottom one. So that makes sense. Now on the next one, hold it out straight in front of you, draw those circles. Trying to keep the leg lifted. Yeah, you look great. Reverse the circle direction around the other leg. Now take out the circles, tap the floor and lift. Little tap and lift. A little tap, a little hover. I know you're probably starting to feel it, but try to avoid that urge before you drop your foot. Keep that engagement. Just one more time. Hold it on the top. I can under hold it. Extend the leg out long. And release. Take it out. You do the right side. So now we're going to the left, but you already know what's coming. So you can keep doing it all over again. You're not having to do it. So we can go ahead and take that on. Okay, so take it from the top. Still comes to you. Tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulder, feet under the hips, or onto your forearms. Make sure your core is engaged back is flat. Left leg is set straight back behind you. And then lift it up to about hip level. Feet and toes are facing towards the floor. This starts to lower the top and lift leg. Lower, halfway. You can also flatten out that back. But yeah, it's not real more stable, but if you want to go back, that's fine to do it. Sometimes you can put it in. You're thinking about the long, strong leg of the heel. Now hold it at the top of the third one. Here's a small move here. We can hold your leg lifted at a place that feels challenging and then move it around from there. Reverse direction. This can be like a little finger to think about. You may circle from your whole leg rather than just from your toe. Yeah, there you go. Nice. So just drawing on the wall. Great. Now hold your legs straight, heel to the feet. Curtain, hip back, first heel. Try to come to the hamstring. Now make yourself keep your knee and upper leg at the same height rather than dropping it down. And that is a different thing. For now, we're trying to keep that seat engaged. Now hold your knee bend just propped up to the ceiling. Looking up, hold in the ceiling. Telling yourself to get your feet up a little higher. Almost done here. Hold it at the top. Lift 8 more. For 1. Keep that hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it at the top. Press up a little higher. And release. Take it out. 3 out of 4. Let's see how you guys are done. I hope you're feeling stronger. So this time we're going to come to lay down on your right side. You can yourself up on your elbow or lay all the way down on your side. And then your left hand comes out in front of you, pressing into the floor. Shoulders and hips are stuck, knees are stacked, everything in a nice 90 degrees to the head. Lift that left leg up to about hip height, and then we start to lift it up and up. Just a few inches of movement here. So these are benefiting for the chest, like you're sitting in a chair sideways. You really do a little bit of the yeah, there you go. So again, really feel you get hurt, you'll definitely start to feel those muscles take it. So keep breathing through it. This is the longest section that we have. So we do both sides, both of the major muscles of your feet and hip area. This is very important as we talk about exercise activity. So once you get through this, there's almost done with class. You just have one section of this, of course, one section after we started. Hold it at the top, get that leg straight. Then bend and 90. Get that. Then back. Okay, well, use that leg lifted. Knee incline of the hip. Back right reduction. Hold it in front of you, take those little dribbles. Now the front knee like to start. Take a big breath. Like your with your accent. Other way. Almost done here. I just hold it still, let it launch. Maybe look a little higher. And release. Shake it out. You did it. How are you feeling? Yeah, me too. You did a great workout without any equipment. So we'll come into a little stretch out for those muscles. So you bring your feet in front of you. Toes are flat, knees are back. Hands come behind you with your fingertips facing forward. Open up to your cup. And then take your right ankle, cross it over the left. Tuck and out and back to the right knee. For a little bit more, you can walk that left heel over towards your heel. And then keep your tuck open, you can stay like this. Or for more, you can stack your ankles and do like this and roll forward. If that's a little bit too much, that's okay. Just stay in this position. You can wiggle it out side to side. Keep it. Maybe grab some water, eat it, towel off. Maybe a perfect towel with water or white wet towel. Put them to the side, not get you over the right knee. Not right, looking for you. Cut it out of the middle of the body. Wiggle it out. And then come back to seated. Come into the butterfly stretch here. So your feet come together, feet are out wide. Grab on to your feet or heels. Wonder what about like a little butterfly. Imagine a fun destination you can fly off to. I think it's just in Hawaii, so you can try that without you there. I was finding Hawaii, that's great. And it also lets you have your relative pretty feelings too, when you have at least a butterfly thing. You can imagine that you're a butterfly. All right, so take that out one more time, and then we'll go ahead and get into some more work. So sometimes it can be helpful for this next week to have a ball or a pillow behind your low back. If you have low back or neck or shoulder issues, you can also use it on your mat. So you can get support if you want on the side. It's going to be kind of both pieces of this. So if you want the ball behind your low back or like nowhere higher than kind of like your shoulder. You don't want to update that. I'll go out. But basically, your feet are on the ground. Your butt come up with it apart. Your knees are bent slightly. Grab on behind your knees. We're just going to open up the chest and then round back with your core muscles until like your low back, like the top of your hands are on the mat. And moving that all out with your support as well. So your core is engaged, helping you stay with it. It's called a fever, so you're becoming with your body. So you can keep your hands gently behind your knees for a bit more support. Really try to use your core to keep yourself lifted rather than playing yourself with your arms. We'll just start to take tiny lifts and lowers. Little lift and lower. If you're feeling pretty good, you can use those arms forward. Reaching on, and then your balancing option is you're going to cross your hands to the top. You're going to hands behind your head, your elbow wide. That can also feel nice if you have pain. You can also just do one hand behind your head, and one hand behind your face if that feels better. Here we go. Just go up and lower. Try to keep your shoulder blades off the floor so that your core stays engaged the whole time. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to deal with your broken heart. Now pull back, start to lift your right knee, then back. Left knee, then back. Really marching your right side to side while you're pulling your upper body lifted. Firing up through your upper core, you can upper body lifted, and then engage through your lower core muscles. Really try to step in down. You should try. Nice. On this next one, you start to pull on both sides, both feet and to the floor. We get up in it and little lift and slightly bigger weight than what you have before. Almost out of this, so keep a little stretch after. And we're deep breathing. Great here. Lean into your chest, knock a little bit. If you have the ball, stand it up because you did that. And then come back to that position. This time we'll get a little bit more into our feet. So your feet will stay landed. Or this can help with that. You're gonna flip your arms over towards the left side. So if you want to keep them on your side, for the one that you come to the outside of your left side. A little bit more challenge will keep lifting. So just lift up and down. Now this time you're moving on a diagonal. Reaching towards the corner. So imagine that you are twisting to your core. Maybe you'll have a washcloth in the center. And you're twisting it out. Right now, it's flipping up and down, but in a moment, we'll start to add a twist, and then you can really think about twisting out that wet washcloth. So we're starting to get into our oblique muscles. There's a lot of muscles in the core. Everything that wraps around the spine is really helpful. You can support all your organs. You can tell you the top. So very important if you want to. Now we'll sit here, little twist and twist. So here's where you can imagine bringing out that washcloth. Really think about twisting your whole upper body. Think about moving our right shoulder across the body. How you're going to lift your arms. Really challenge yourself to slowly lift it. So your left shoulder is not resting on the ground.
Just keep holding me,
Hold it over the left. And then bring your arms to the other side and take it again. Lift. And focus. And focus. You're doing great. Get down and now. Put it over to the right side. You can take up a little bit higher, that right shoulder is lifted. Now add that little bit right and right. You breathing, little twist over to the right side, bringing out that imaginary well. More here, we'll hold it. Left side, 6, 7, 8, and release. Slide that all the way. Please come into your chest. Rock and roll sideways. And then keep your upper body on the ground. Lengthen your legs up to the sky. Bending your knee. And we'll take a few more moves for our core here. So start to lower the legs to a diagonal. And then starting onto our lower core one last time. You can slow the feet fold. And then we'll follow here. So you can make a little triangle with your knee up. And then flip it under your tailbone. It's so you can use your low back plank down. So you won't need to lower your legs as far as you your low back plank down for now. If you don't have first arm, then you can go a little too far and you might bring your back and lower to come out of your front. So you don't need to drop the leg all the way to the floor. Just as far as you can better. Slow. Now we'll roll the legs down to the diagonal. For a count of 8. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's one. Rock your side to side. And then roll yourself on up to a seated position. You'll be a little stretch to your front foot. So your left hand comes outside your right. Right hand behind you. Moving up this line. Tail, line. And release. Right hand goes like one. Up hand behind you. And the left hand. Once we're ready to start to see in the structure and the right to left. So especially everything goes when you look at the top structure, you're doing your like backwards now. So you know, as long as you do everything on both sides, you're good. Okay, so we'll also take another start for your core. You can see we can if you want. So just come onto your front, onto your core, play on your front side, and then start to press up to your hands. So you don't start to the front. So just walk your hands a little closer to you if you want. If you can yoga, this is called a cobra stretch. So just stretching out through the front side of your core muscles that we just worked in. You can make it side to side, make it drop your head towards one shoulder on the other, releasing out from that. You can roll your head one way to the other. And then come on to tabletop again. We'll do a wrist stretch now. We did so much work on our wrists and those planks and those weights. So put your palms around the face. You the fingers facing you. It's totally fine if your hands don't go all the way. You really start to feel that stretch in your wrist on the front. The more you lean back, the more you'll really feel that stretch. So your hands might start to come off of it, but I would like to stretch, especially if you're typing all day or holding your phone. That's when you can get tight. Try to lean back a bit. You can also do this against the table, like a flat surface, or you can just sort of really down something. And you can do like one finger at a time. That can feel good. Then we'll come back to the tabletop with your fingers facing forward. Left hand reaches to the sky. And then thread the needle, bring it through that space underneath your other arm, leaning down onto the floor with your left open. So feel that nice stretch and twist your upper back. Right arm can walk forward a little bit more, towards the right arm. And then come back, leave the top, get back on the side, right arm up. And then right with that down on the ground with the right shoulder. Feel that last stretch and finish with that. Maybe love that space forward. Deep breath in, come back up. And we'll take 2 more stretches here. So you can bring your right foot into towards your left side. Your left leg is long. Left arm goes down. Right leg is on the over side. And stay with your chest open. And then going forward, twist the toes to your side. Again, reaching for whatever is acceptable. When you get your knee, get some blocks to the floor, you get your hips. And then go on up, switch out to the other side, left foot inside the right side. And then your left arm comes down, right arm goes up and over. Stretch for the side, chest stays open. And then flip over, heel toes, touch the thigh. You can also take a quick kind of speed as you can stretch it, slow down, stay wherever feels good. And then come back up, legs come straight out in front of you. You can take a soft bending your knees if you need to, maybe just take them out one last time. Raise your arms up and pull forward. Again, grabbing onto wherever feels good. You can just release your head and neck, take your head down to the center of your chest. And yes, if you enjoy, and then go on up. And you can and there, maybe just lay down, take a breath. If you'd like to do yoga, this is a nice Shavasana. Where the light is on, relax, and think about how much stronger you are, and think all the things that you are in your mind and your body. And you feel more energized and empowered and strong and all this up. So, how do you feel? Are there any other things you would recommend for modifications or that people should know or that you follow? I've had really good positions and posture and alignment, so I would not know that it is for the time. Yeah, I hope so much fun doing with you too. So I hope you guys had a great time and a great class. And please let us know if you try it. Happy to make future version or obviously there's so many other exercises. This is the cheapest format of Barre Class is just like movements for all the body stretching and strengthening. So yeah, let me know if you have questions, and if you're ever in, right now in Chicago, but in the future in Madison, let me know if you want to come to take my bar classes, and I would love to have you. Thanks for joining. That's not.